Casting for Murray cod with these big oversized lures is becoming more and more common, and we've seen the introduction of these swim bait outfits. That's what I've got just here, and I've got two of my favorites. And I'm going to talk to you about these two, and they're from the Abu range, and they're absolutely unreal. If you're going to be getting into this style of fishing, you're going to be doing a lot of these big casting for Murray cod, you have to get yourself a swim bait outfit. Now, you don't use them for trolling, they're a big casting setup. As you can see, much longer than traditional rods, huge reels to handle these big plastics. This one here, absolutely giant. Now, the reason you need them is so that it can handle these without damaging your reel, but also so you can cast a long distance. The longer you can cast, the further you get in your distance on your cast when you're working large banks for Murray cod, means the more water you can cover and the more chance you're going to have of catching big fish. So the two outfits we've got here, now they're from the Abu Garcia range, and they're one of the best quality outfits you can get. They make top quality gear throughout their whole range, and it shows in these swim bait outfits. Now I've got a more of an entry level one here and a more advanced and expensive one there. This entry level here, the reel, will start with that. Now it's the Revo Toro S. Now this model is great. You know, it's a few $100s, but it is super good quality for that little bit you spend. It's not much of a spend at all, and it will withstand big lures. It'll last a long time, lots and lots of casting. A very good quality reel. It includes all of Abu Garcia's great features. This has an unreal drag system on it, and matched with the Abu Garcia Veritas rod. Now this is the swim bait model. It's 7 foot 9 inch, and it's rated at 10 to 25 kilos, absolutely insane rating. You can handle huge cod on this, but more importantly, you can cast these big lures with ease. So that's that setup there. And you know, that's the entry level model. Great if you're just getting in this style of fishing. Now, if you want to spend a little bit more money and get something that is at the top of the line for swim bait outfits that you can get, Abu Garcia's top model, which is the Revo Toro Beast. Now it's this black one here. Matched with the rod is the Villain, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But this beast reel, such good quality. It is extremely light if you compare it to the other one I just told you, and that's where that expensive money, you know, you spend that money, that's where it comes in. It's much lighter on the hands, this whole outfit. Extreme drag pressure, 12 kilos of drag. Now, back when I started fishing, I thought, why do you need so much drag? Cod don't go that hard. But what happens is with this drag is the adjustability is insane. You ever had a reel where you have the drag set and you do like 2 or 3 clicks from nice and then it's just rock solid? Well, that's no good, because then it gets all jumpy and it's too much. Well, the drag setting on this, you can just keep going, and it just goes up in slight increments and is extremely smooth. So you can have that set very, very tight, but it comes off nice and smooth and it reacts really quickly, which is so important to make sure you don't pull hooks out of the jaw of big fish, especially those big fish. You know, they can sometimes just be pinned in a bit of skin, a massive run right beside the boat without a good drag system, and it can pop. So that there is insane for that. But the purpose of it, again, is to cast these big lures, to cast a very long way. The Revo Toro Beast, you know, it'll set you back a fair bit of dollars, but it is well and truly worth it if you're going to be doing a lot of this casting. 4.9 to 1 gear ratio. You've got these two big massive handles that rotate right around. You know, you can wind it slowly to retrieve a little bit of line. If you want to retrieve line quick, you can crank it up. Now the rod, as I mentioned, is this black one here, and it is the Villain. Again, it's an Abu Garcia rod. It's slightly longer than the other one I just mentioned, 7 foot 11 inch. Its rating is slightly less compared to the other one, 14 to 30 pound, but it's the extra heavy model in the two Villain ranges. So if you look at the Villain, you can get one that's slightly lighter, it's the heavy. This one is the extra heavy, and it is perfect for this style of fishing. It'll handle, you know, smaller lures, they're that 50 or 60 gram, all the way up to 150 gram plus lures. You'll be able to cast them a long way. Very, very nice rod, as you can see. And it looks good, it feels good, it's great to fish with. I've been using it for quite a while now, and it has not missed a beat. It'll cast these huge plastics like this one here, big surface lures, big swim baits, and this reel will handle it and last year after year and season after season. If you use a small, traditional, normal, low-profile baitcaster reel, the gearing can't handle these big lures, and they'll break after 1 or 2 seasons of doing a lot of this in the dam. So if you visit the dams a lot, if you're going to get into this swim bait stuff, get yourself a good setup. If you're going to spend a lot of time in it, grab yourself this Abu Garcia Revo Toro and Villain setup. I absolutely love it. If you're not going to get into heaps of it, stay with the cheaper one, the more entry level. But they're two great swim bait outfits to have They both work unreal, never let me down, and that's what I use when we're out in the water targeting these huge, giant fish. Make sure you check out the Abu Garcia range of swim bait reels and rods. If you want to see more videos that show you how to catch freshwater fish with lures, then make sure you have a look at the Complete Guide Lure Fishing series. This tutorial series covers 8 different styles of freshwater lure fishing with 10 action-packed tutorial series, over 50 videos and a massive 26 hours of content. This series covers everything you'll need to know to get out there and start catching fish. Head to socialfishing.com.au to find out more.